our initial plan was to showcase presentations using PowerPoint or other mediums, or let's say show videos or pictures of prominent lawyers and people who the students might recognize as being from the legal industry. However, because the schools we mostly visit are either from the are in the rural areas, or they do not have such infrastructure to always promote an environment which can actually give us technological infrastructure of a projector or a laptop as such, we decided to perform a skit which would act as a icebreaker between the team that is visiting from IDIA and the students. And this skit is mostly a fun thing which kind of preys on the curiosity of the students. And once the skit is done, we talk to them about how law goes. So we'll begin the skit now. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think we have our narrator right now. Shobit.
Now we have here Thakur Sahab, a dynamic IPS officer. She has been often considered last word in terms of bravery, upholding truth, justice and law in the truest possible sense, and a staunch enemy of lawbreakers. However, it seems like his enemies have finally caught up with her, and the same hands which he used to chain the most dangerous criminals have now been shackled. Now folks, here we have Basant, the vivacious village belle, a mixture of lively curiosity, innocence, and the omnipresent feature of every Bollywood hero, namely an inborn sense of drama. She is also an ardent admirer of Thakur Sahab.
ठाकुर साहब, ये क्या हुआ? ये किसने किया आपके साथ?
मैं बताता हूँ, मैंने किया.
Folks, here we have the ubiquitous Gabbar Singh. Perhaps this name doesn't need much of an introduction, and not for bravery's sake either. The terror of Ramgarh, the scourge of all villages within a 100-mile radius, and a sworn enemy of Thakur Sahab. Gabbar was a lawbreaker who had compelled even the cash-strapped Indian police of the 1970s to declare a reward of 50,000 rupees for catching him, dead or alive. And why so? Because, as he himself would adroitly put it, यहाँ से 50-50 कोस दूर गांव में जब बच्चा रात को रोता है तो माँ कहती है कि बेटा सो जा, नहीं तो
गब्बर आ जाएगा.
गब्बर, खोल दे मेरे हाथ. बोल रही मैं, खोल दे मेरे हाथ. तुझे पता नहीं है, कानून के हाथ बहुत लंबे होते हैं.
लंबे हाथ काट देता है. ये क्या? और एक हाथ, ये भी लंबा, इसे भी काट देता हूँ.
So, as we have seen, Gabbar Singh cut off Thakur's hands and she bled to death. In our country, such an act is called a crime. A crime is a wrongful act which not only harms the victim, but also the entire society. Our Ramgarh did not have Viru or Jain, but who needs vigilante heroes anyway, when their law can be bigger, better and stronger than all of these heroes combined? Which is why even the fearsome Gabbar couldn't evade the clutches of the police for long. After Basanti regained her senses, she immediately went to the nearest police station and filed an FIR, just as a law-abiding citizen should. Accused of such a serious and heinous crime as murder, Gabbar was dragged down from his refuge and arrested by the police. The police did not need to get permission from higher authorities to initiate investigation either, because according to the Indian Penal Code, murder is what we call a cognizable offence. The charge sheet was filed, accusing Gabbar of the murder of Thakur Sahab. But law, in all its magnificence, allows even an accused to speak in his defense. A date of hearing before the Honorable Court was therefore fixed. The police tried their utmost to keep Gabbar in their custody and not allow him to get released on bail. However, Gabbar did manage to find a firebrand young lawyer, Ms. Geeta, to argue in his defense. The date of hearing has finally arrived and tensions have heightened, both inside and outside the courtroom. The prosecution, on the other hand, had one of their biggest guns blazing on their behalf. The imposing, knowledgeable, fun-chilling public prosecutor, who has a spotless track record of getting the offenders convicted. Presiding over the entire matter is an experienced judge who has the last word within this court.
सावधान, जज साहब पधारे हैं।
Prosecution, start. Your Honor, today we are here in front of you on behalf of the society at large to present a case that has to ensure that ends of justice are met. This horrific man, Gabbar Singh, he killed a brave IPS officer. Do you think in our part of the country we let them go scot-free? Not on my watch. Pandit Shambhunath Pandey is my name, and I shall ensure that this person does not go scot-free. Thank you, my lord. Your turn.
My lord, I'm here to seek justice. I'm here to seek justice for my client, Mr. Gabbar Singh. The prosecution just says that he is going to bring witness after witness to prove that my client actually committed the murder of Mr. Thakur Singh. But here, I'm going to bring the most learned doctor as well as all the witnesses I can get to prove that he has not done so.
Prosecution, do you have any witness?
Incidentally, after the lawyers introduce both sides of the case, they may call upon some people who are called witnesses. These witnesses might have been present in the scene of the crime, or they may simply be experts in a field of study relevant to the crime. Their statements help the judge to arrive at one hopes just decision.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call on the court Basanti from Ramgarh. भाई ताली बजाइए थोड़ा।
बसंती, हाजिर हो।
अच्छा बसंती, अरे भाई वोट तो दे दो।
बसंती, गीता पे हाथ रख के कहो कि तुम जो कहोगी सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहोगी।
झूठ तो हम कहते नहीं हैं, लेकिन हम बता दे, बोल रहे हैं तो बता दे। हम सच के सिवाय कुछ नहीं कहेंगे।
बसंती जी, जरा अपना नाम बताएंगे आप?
हजूर की बातें तो हम करते नहीं हैं, लेकिन आप समझदार लगते हैं तो कह देते हैं। हमारा नाम बसंती है।
बसंती जी आप बताइए, उस रात आपने क्या देखा?
अरे भाई साहब, बहुत भयंकर नजारा था। हम वहीं से गुजर रहे थे तो देखा कि ठाकुर साहब के हाथ बंधे हुए और वो चिल्ला रहे थे, और उसके बाद इस खूंखार आदमी ने उनके हाथ काट दिए। मैं तो इतना घबरा गई कि मैं वहीं पे बेहोश हो गई।
Your Honor, ये केस is clear as crystal. Crystal, clear as it. जी, अब ये मैडम शायद आपसे कुछ पूछा, दे दीजिए जवाब। You can profit now.
Oh my God, I did talk in Hindi now. ये बसंती जी, अब ये बताइए, जब एक इंसान बेहोश हो रहे थे, तो उसकी आंखें बंद थे या खुली?
अरे मौसी, बंद ही होती है ना।
Yeah, now I'll make the prosecution's crystal very muddy. How can Miss Basanti say that if she was in a fainted position that she saw what my client, Mr. Gabbar Singh, actually did? She must have just seen Gabbar Singh standing right next to Miss Thakur Sahab. Here I'm trying to bring that there's a chance of reasonable doubt. A reasonable doubt, if occurs, you cannot say that there has been a murder charge at all. So here I'm saying that Miss Basanti ji actually did not see anything. All she can do is place my client, Mr. Gabbar Singh, right next to the murdered victim. Whoever murdered him, I may not know, but all I know is she doesn't serve also.
ओ मैडम, आंखें बंद थी तो क्या हुआ? कान तो खुले थे ना।
Witness, you can leave. Defense, do you have any other witness?
Yeah, I do have witness. I'm not like Miss Basanti. I have the most learned lawyer, most learned doctor, Mr. Munna Bhai MBBS here to tell you what exactly happened and how Miss Thakur actually died.
डॉक्टर मुन्ना भाई,
मुझे पीने का शौक नहीं, पीता हूँ मैं गम बुलाने को।
Council's approach.
आप गीता पे हाथ रख के
Your Honor, are you sure he is a doctor?
Of course, look at the stethoscope, he's doctor.
Where has he done his degree from?
He's done this degree from Circulation Information of Technology.
Technology?
No, I can't get research, they also teach medicine.
Are you sure he is in a condition to give testimony? Your Honor, he is not in a condition to stand even.
No, he's in a condition to give testimony.
Proceed.
आप गीता पे हाथ रख के कहो जो
This is a courtroom or a bar?
बात
What?
Council of India।
आप गीता पे हाथ रख के कहो कि जो कहोगे, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहोगे।
मेरे गीता पे क्या, दोनों गीता पे हाथ। कसम खाता हूँ कि मैं जो कहूँगा सच कहूँगा और कुछ नहीं।
Huh?
Dr. Sahal, I just have to ask you a very simple question. Okay? You just have to answer a very, very simple question. How did Miss Thakur Sahab die?
He died because he had a cut and he died bled to death.
Huh? How did that happen? I always get a cut. You also have got many cuts in your life, but none of us bleed to death. Then what is this so significant about Miss Thakur Sahab? That one cut and he died.
He is suffering from hemophilia.
Now I get it right. So, are you saying that Miss Thakur Sahab had a condition called hemophilia? For the benefit of everyone around here, can you please explain what the condition is?
Gita ji, hemophilia is a medical condition. In that medical condition, what happens? If a person gets a hurt, if a person gets a cut, he can bleed to death because that person will not be able to form blood clotting. So he can bleed to death.
So let me just clarify this one small thing. So are you saying that my client, Mr. Gabbar Singh, just caused the cut and it's just because of Miss Thakur Sahib's actual condition, that is hemophilia, that he bled to death, and my client had nothing to do with it? Are you saying that? That's all I have to say, Your Honor, is that my client, Mr. Gabbar Singh, is actually not committed murder. All he did was probably stand there, probably cut his hand, but that's it, not murder.
Prosecution, you may proceed. Dr. Saab, बात बताइए कि अगर ठाकुर साहब को हम थोड़ा सुई से मार देते हैं तब भी क्या खून बहने से मरते?
हाँ,
मर जाते। मैंने इतना सीरियस हीमोफीलिया था उनको, लगता तो नहीं है लेकिन चलो बोल रहे हैं। Your Honor, there is a rule in law which is known as the eggshell skull rule. This rule says that if a person is suffering from a disease which breaks down his natural barriers against any inflicting injury and another person inflicts some injury on him, whatever consequence that the person with the disease faces, the person inflicting the injury will be liable, Your Honor. Under this law and these provisions of the law, Gabbar Singh has to be held liable for the Thakur Sahab murder, Your Honor. Crystal clear, like I said. Witness, you can leave.
As we all know, in our country, justice is delivered in a court of law after examining all evidence and statement from witnesses and arguments from lawyers. The judge has to use the law laid down by statutes and legal principles evolved from previous cases and pronounce his verdict.
After hearing the arguments of both the sides, the court finds in favor of Gabbar Singh guilty of murder under provisions of Indian Penal Code.
Only all till the next appeal, nothing more.
Court dismissed.
Thank you.